Are you the best version of yourself? Are you able to see what that would look like? Imagine it, visualize it. Good. Now how do you get there? What are the necessary steps you must take to grow? Listen carefully and act accordingly, and you might blossom. For a lot of you, this may not look like much, but it's one of the most important things on a list. Schedule. Planning out your day, your week, your month. Schedule brings order to a chaotic life. Some of you will say it's difficult, and it is. Start small. Do you know what days you have work? Is it a 9-to-5 job? Mark it down. How long does it usually take you to get to and from work? Mark it down. Now you know what days are free for you. Mark down when you wake up and when you go to sleep. Good. Now you have an approximation of free time during your work day. Having a schedule, even one as basic as marking work time and downtime, will help bring order to your life. If your time management is chaotic, your life will be as well. How do you act when something unexpected happens? When you fail or when you lose? Are you angry? Do you cuss people out or do you accept the outcome? Your attitude towards life is a big factor in determining how good it gets. Don't get me wrong, having a positive outlook on life will not change your living conditions by itself. It doesn't fucking work that way. Think about this, for example. We have two guys, they make a mistake at work and boss lays in on them. The first guy, let's call him Bob, gets home and when his wife asks him how his day was, he's angry. He starts complaining. He gets to work the next day grumpy and when he sees the boss, he gets a bit angrier. His focus loosens and he makes the same mistake again. He might get a lower pay, might have to work overtime because the quota isn't met, or he might risk losing the job down the line. Guy number 2, Mike, does the same mistake. Boss lays in on him and he gets home. Wife asks how it was. He isn't happy, but he admits that he made a mistake. The next day he goes to work, he says to himself to focus more. He sees his boss, says hello, perhaps asks a question or asks for advice on how to do better. Maybe the boss had a bad day as well. Things smooth over, the day goes by, hell the next few days go really well. Mike might be in for a pay raise. This is obviously simplified, but the point is how do you react when things don't go the way they're supposed to? Do you take a second to compose and to learn from mistakes? Or will you be sulking in a corner and blame it all on others? Are you somebody that the others can rely on? If you say you will have something done by set day, do you deliver? If the project has a deadline, it's easier. You either make it or you don't. But if you agree on something, do you keep your word? This is something that will impact your relationships with others more than anything else. Humans are a social animal. Yes, even men. We crave connection, and if we end up feeling alone, depression creeps in. What would you rather do? Deliver on your promise, or be the person that the people around can't and won't rely on? Trust me when I say it, that feeling is one of the loneliest fucking feelings you can feel. A healthy body leads to a healthy mind. Your body is your vehicle, and you need to take care of it if you want it to last long. There are so many things that you can do to have a healthy body, programs and diets that you can follow, but it would take way too long to cover all of it. Instead, I'll give you 3 simple things that you can start doing right now in order to improve your body health. First off, drink water and drink it often. A human body needs around 3 liters of water per day to function properly. If you have a highly active day, you might need more, or if you're resting, you might need less. Obviously, you can function with way less, but it will affect your muscle function, your recovery, and your cognitive function as well. Secondly, stop eating junk and processed foods. It is literally poison for your body. I see some of you fatties over there, living off of fast foods, munching down on chocolate bars, and eating after midnight. It is hard to let all of that go, I know, but listen here. Set yourself a time window for when you eat. Wait for at least 1 to 2 hours after you wake up and do not eat 2 to 3 hours before bed. Simple as that. Third, if you want to be fit and healthy when you get older, be active and work out now. Lift some weights. It doesn't have to be super heavy. If you don't have any weights, do push-ups, squats, go for a run. You need to keep your engine from rusting. Go swimming, climbing, play basketball, football, whatever. Just don't sit at home like a loaf of bread. Your bones will be denser, your joints stronger, your heart will be able to pump enough blood to every part of your body and keep you healthy. Take risks while you are young. This is the perfect time to try out new things. Acquire new skills, learn new things, try out new and different jobs, go somewhere else. All of these things get harder and harder to do the older you get. The saying "you can't teach an old dog new tricks" is true. The older you get, the harder it is to pick up new skills, and new skills equal new opportunities. You may have been studying to do one thing, but if you don't try something else, how do you know that you will not be better or like the new thing better? Travel, see new places, meet new people. Going somewhere you've never been before will open up your eyes on how living there might be. Do you really want to stay where you are? Is it even possible to move out for you? What would it take to settle down there? All of these questions you can get answers by going out and traveling. Do you want to work or run a business? Again, you will not know unless you try. I know it's hard and scary, terrifying even. But if you don't, you might regret it down the line. We talked about feeding your body, but your mind needs fuel as well. What do you feed your mind with? What do you consume, if anything? Are you listening to biased news stations and media only? What content do you watch? Who are the people you follow? Do you read books? Just like we need to feed our body with healthy foods, we need to feed our mind with healthy, positive, and growth-oriented subject matters. Otherwise, it'll decay. If you're not reading at all, grab something. Reading is a habit, and new habits can be made. It is sad that it takes 1 month to create a new habit, so get to it. Reading will reduce your stress levels and help you relax, improve your concentration and memory, and most of all, your knowledge. Andrew Jackson said, "It is a damn poor mind that can think of only one way to spell a word." Don't be that poor mind. Read and invest in yourself. Watch videos like this if you want to improve, and if you like this one, share and subscribe. I'll leave you with this final quote from Warren Buffett. The best investment you can make is an investment in yourself. The more you learn, the more you will earn.